Hi Internet, I'm Ollie.
And I'm James, and this is Lyric
Or Satiric!
Well, basically what we do is we take 5 real lines by an artist and we make up 5 lines each, and we take turns trying to guess if the lines are lyric or
Satiric!
I knew you were going to do that. Today we are doing NOFX.
NOFX is a band that we're pretty familiar with, but there's a lot of unexplored areas.
They have an extensive library of music which neither of us have really delved into, so we should be able to play this game without recognising a lot of the lyrics.
Without further ado, let's test each other's knowledge in lyric
I don't think we need to say the name of the game again.
or satiric.
Okay, I'm going to go first. I don't remember what notes to play, I don't remember the words I sing. Was it a good show if you can't remember a thing?
Ooh, that does sound very Fat Mike. Though I must specify you do have an English degree, so and Fat Mike doesn't. So I'm gonna go with lyric. I think that's a lyric. Is that a lyric? Tell me it's a lyric.
That is a genuine NOFX lyric.
Ah,
yes.
good. You know
What did a degree have to do with that?
Well, I don't know. You know how to write. I mean, mine. It's fortunate that these are written down because otherwise there'd be red lines underneath it because I spelled everything wrong. Change found at the back of my sofa should not include your election poster.
Don't really know what that means.
I think what.
Oh, Obama. It's a
yeah.
it's a reference to Obama.
Change.
I'm not sure how much logic I'm allowed to apply to this, but
You're applying too much.
NOFX haven't put that many things out recently. I am gonna say that's satiric.
Right, you are. That was a genuine me line.
Is it that time? Have we reached our decline? When our 18 minutes is over, will we still feel fine?
Oh, okay. So obvious reference to The Decline there, which is an 18-minute song.
Yeah.
However, although I can't learn the lyrics to 18 minutes because that's just impossible. I don't know how he does it. I don't think he references that in the song. I think that's a satiric. That's a you line.
Yes, that is a me line.
Oh, good.
I like how you assumed though that it was a line in The Decline.
Mm.
Because what I was going for was more that it was a separate song referencing The Decline.
Ooh.
And I thought that's something that NOFX don't do, really. But I thought maybe you'd think that I don't know if I was bluffing or double bluffing, but something was going on.
There's definitely some bluffing or fluffing going on. Some more uncertain politics prove nothing. But if you want an audience, start a fight, and we'll fucking fight.
Okay, some more uncertain politics.
I think it's like more uncertain,
More uncertain.
but it's more uncertain.
Fat Mike does tend to make puns like that. He does like a pun now and then. But the question is whether or not that's him making a pun or you trying to make a Fat Mike pun. I'm going to say it sounds a bit too forced to be a real. I'm going to say satiric.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You're right. It is a satiric. That's me. I
Nice.
was trying to make a Fat Mike pun, as you pointed out, and obviously I'm not quite so. I've not quite got the finesse of NOFX when
No,
he does
he's
it.
got a subtle writing style.
Mm.
The problems in my head are unknown to me. What's the source of my anxiety?
I think it rhymes too well to be Fat Mike. Sometimes he does like to rhyme,
Yeah.
and fair play to him. Rhymes are fun, but I think you made that deliberately. I'm going to say satiric.
That is satiric, yes.
Fantastic. We know each other way too well.
It wasn't really. I didn't really try very hard with that one, I'm going to be honest with you.
Mm.
I don't know what my game plan with that was. But I almost decided I'll make it just a really lazy one that barely sounds like them, and maybe you'd think, well, he hasn't tried very hard, and assume it must have been real. I don't know. I don't know what my tactics are, to be honest.
So the tactic, to sound like Fat Mike, you don't try very hard. A suitcase of meth and a briefcase of ease is all this Jew needs. Except maybe a burrito. No extra cheese, please.
God. God, there was a lot. It sounded very NOFX, to be honest. There was a lot in there. You referenced being a Jew. There was alcohol and food of some kind. But the question is it a NOFX lyric that's unabashedly NOFX and real, or you trying to make it sound as real as possible? I'm going to go with Satiric for this one. Take a shot at Satiric.
Very right, very right. That's probably my proudest moment in my life.
Do you want to read it again?
I'm going to read it again. A suitcase of meth and a briefcase of ease is all this Jew needs. Set maybe a burrito. No extra cheese, please. You see,
it did sound pretty NOFX.
well, you see, I referenced drugs and Judaism, Jewishness,
Judaism.
and also Fat Mike likes to sing a lot about burritos. But I thought because he's vegan, he wouldn't want cheese on his burrito.
Is he vegan?
Probably.
I knew he was vegetarian, but I didn't think he was vegan.
Oh well, I don't know. I thought he wouldn't want extra cheese because you know he might be fat, but he's not a pig. He's not going to have his extra cheese.
Now that your friends are gone, you've got no defense, no protection. 5 or 6 times a day, you receive your hot beef injection.
I just love the idea of receiving a hot beef injection.
It's potent imagery.
That does sound very NOFX, and for that reason alone, I'm going to say that yes, that is a lyric.
That is a lyric. You are correct.
Have we got it correct every time so far?
I'm not sure because we're distributing points left, right, and centre, so I can't really remember.
Comments to the bottom, please. She's got tits like microwaves, burritos that explode.
I've covered that song.
Oh,
in acoustic
shit.
guitar. That's from COP.
That is from COP.
And the lyrics are... Oh god, I did cover that song once. I played that song acoustically, and my parents were there. But it's about watching a girl pee between parked cars.
Did you see what I did there though? With before I sort of I included burrito, and then I included a genuine burrito line.
No, I see what you did.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it failed.
And unfortunately,
I know
that
song.
burrito exploded.
One for all and all for one, especially when it's 10 on 1. You don't care what you're doing, you know it sure is fun.
I don't think you'd have thought of that. I don't think I don't think you'd have written that. I know you write songs, but I don't think you would have thought of such a weird way of describing things. So I'm going to say that's a genuine lyric.
It is a genuine lyric, and that's pretty much exactly why I picked it, to be honest, because I thought it didn't sound like I'd written it, and don't know what I was doing. I'm losing track of which ones are meant to be bluffs and which ones aren't, to be honest with you.
Walk some in my shoes, then tell me that I'm fucked. My humongous hat won't fit your gigantic head.
It doesn't rhyme, which is perfectly rational for NOFX songs, but they rhyme a lot, but there's also a lot that don't. He doesn't wear massive hats. It's difficult to guess when you don't know. I'm gonna say that's a real lyric.
Oh, you're right, it was.
I shouldn't get a point for that because I didn't really think that hard.
I'm so beautiful.
You provided the chili. I brought one ground up hog. But then he brought another sausage and made this an okie dog.
An okie dog? That's brilliant. If that is you, I'll be so impressed. But it's not. It's NOFX. It's a lyric.
That one is Satiric.
Ah, well done, my friend.
But an okie dog is a meal that was invented at Okie Dogs, and it is a hot dog with chili and 2 sausages.
So you.
What I did there was wrote a lyric that is a reference to Okie Dog, which is a place they've been. I made it about chili, and so come on, that's pretty NOFX. And then I made it a sexual innuendo about unconventional exploits, which is also a very NoFX thing to do. I need to wash my hands.
Naked and on ecstasy. How could I say no? Now I'm the undisputed Hebrew hero.
Okay. Obviously Hebrew references, very NoFX thing to do. I don't really get why having sex with a girl on ecstasy, or is he on ecstasy? I don't really get why that would make him a hero. For some reason, it doesn't make sense, but that makes me think you wrote it, which is weird, because that's not usually how it would work.
No, that's not how it would work.
But the feel I'm getting is that it was you. I don't know why, but I'm going to go with Satiric.
You're quite right, it was me.
He has a beer belly, he doesn't drink beer, he doesn't like girls, he's such a queer.
I feel that's about me.
You do drink beer and you do like girls. Unless you've been lying to me to impress me.
One girl, she is the one for me.
One beer.
Nah. You don't drink beer, so you don't quite know what it's like. So I think that's about mine.
That's an actual lyric.
Yes. Thank you.
I put it in because I thought it was just so silly and on the nose. I was like, I can't
very, very, very no
resist putting that in.
Next one. I'll never forget the first time you kissed me. Now, I want you to fist me.
Sounded romantic at the start, which is not very NoFX, but then the fisting part definitely is. And I imagine Fat Mike does want people to fist him.
He did once drink his girlfriend's pee on stage.
Yes, that's true. I'm gonna say that the way you're trying to convince me means it's actually Satiric.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You're wrong. That was an actual lyric.
Okay. Fuck's sake.
No 22-year-old ever has a bunk bed.
It's a cabin bed.
Cabin bed, my husband.
Sitting by yourself again, no friends are near. You got a needle in one hand, and in the other one a beer.
What does that mean? I think that's you. It rhymes. Not to say that NoFX don't. But I think... I don't know, for some reason I think because you had the beer line earlier, you looked at, oh, I could include beer in this. And so you made one up that rhymed.
No, that is an actual lyric.
Oh, right.
I chose one that just sounded so generically like generically NoFX, but not like trying very hard.
No.
So I thought you'd think exactly what you just did.
Her ass was inches from me when she told me to lick. Before I could do anything, she slapped my dick.
Very interesting conversations as usual.
Come on, get over it! Again, it's one of those ones where it's obviously very sexually explicit and implies, decadence and such, which is, a common thread in NoFX songs. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's not quite out there enough and say that it was you trying to get into Fat Mike's, escapades.
So you're saying Satiric?
Yes.
Yes, that is the name for the one that is not lyric. However, this one was a lyric. You're wrong.
Okay.
The whole slapping dick thing just made me think that that's something that I would probably write when trying to imitate NoFX.
Which is exactly what I fell for. Damn it! I'm under the weather, but I've cashed my last rain check. Am I nothing more than a fat wreck?
Ooh. Too much pun. Too much pun for NoFX. But I think you made that because you put a lot more punnage into it than Mike would.
You're correct, that is a lyric. And yeah.
No, wait, hold on. I said that you wrote that.
Well, it was correct anyway. I just don't know what's happening. Lyric and Satiric sound similar. I referenced the label Fat Records because I thought that's something they don't really do. And
And you intended to win by doing something that...
no,
they
it
don't-
seemed audacious. It seemed like, well, that's not something they would do, so James wouldn't do it.
Oh.
I thought you'd think, well, he's going to write a load of lines about beer and chili dogs as penises and things.
Slut, you think you've seen your master mean? You'd better lick my puss and asshole clean.
Okay. That doesn't really sound like something Fat Mike would say. Because I don't see him really being kind of a dominatrix. But it certainly seems like something that someone would say to him, or something that he would make someone else say in a song. I like the idea of this one being by you, because I think that would be quite embarrassing for you if it was. So I'm going to say Satiric.
You're wrong.
Ah.
It was a lyric, but I like that you think that I wrote that. And
So it'd be funny if
you must
had.
have overheard a conversation I had with my girlfriend.
Yeah,
and,
it might have been that, yeah.
Though I don't have a puss.
No.
No.
Get off my back. I'm drunk on Monday night. It's been a rough weekend, gonna start the week off right.
Ooh, that does sound like something that Fat Mike would say, but I think he'd say it more to someone rather than actually sing it. I think it's definitely something Fat Mike would say. And for that reason, I think you wrote it.
Very good logic there.
Yeah.
I wrote that one, yes.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
Satiric.
Fuck the nun with a chalice. Stick the guru with his scroll. Fist the vegan with some tofu till he shits milk out his a-hole.
Okay. Now that sounds almost like it was... The first two lines sound like they were cut from Blasphemy the Victimless Crime. Because there are a lot of lines in that, like rob a rabbi, bugger a nun. It makes me feel like you kind of wanted to do something in their style, so you kind of extended something they'd already written, like Blasphemy the Victimless Crime. So I'm going to say that's Satiric.
Yes, it was Satiric, and you just pointed out exactly what I did. I actually had the song in my head, Blasphemy. The idea of fisting a vegan with tofu
Yeah.
until they shit milk.
Yeah, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. You think
But
that's
yeah.
how you make soy milk?
Yeah, and you just you just fist so much. The Amish do it.
You could really put people off soy milk.
I possibly could. Right, so with that in mind,
That's the end of the game.
that's the end of the game, and I think I won.
We think we know Ollie won that one, which means Ollie is better at knowing NoFX things and making up NoFX things.
That's good. I'm pleased with that because I'm.
I think you listen to them more than I do.
I think I'm more obscene than you.
Yeah. Congratulations, Ollie. Tune in next time.
I'll just add that no one tunes anymore.